Okay, so in today's video, I'll be going over some of the questions you guys asked over my Discord server. This is basically just a Q&A, so it's gonna be pretty chill, but let's get right into it. The first question is, what is your height? I'm around 5'10", 5'11", so not tall by any, no, not that tall, but not too short either, so pretty average. Are you Obama? No. Would you remove Mera and eat another fruit besides Mera? Yeah, definitely. I've considered eating Pika a lot of times, but also like I would consider maybe. I've considered it. Sorry, yeah, I've considered it, but I would never actually do it. Mera is just so integral to my brand. I've learned how to use it. I like it as a fruit. So I might switch fruits for a video, like trying out new fruits, but I would never really do it full time. I really prefer Mera personally. I like the playstyle. The next question is, do you see yourself making a career off of YouTube? My answer to that is no, unfortunately. As much as I love YouTube, it's simply not. My channel is doing fine. Don't get worried, I'm not going to quit. But it's also not doing as well as it would need to do for me to make a career off it. And I really don't see myself getting that good at YouTube. I feel like I'm probably going to end up around 30k subs. I don't think my view count would get that high, and also YouTube's very unstable sometimes. Most things are unstable, but YouTube is especially unstable because my fate would then be in the hands of you guys watching my videos, so it would kind of be a really risky play. So to bring it back to the question, no, I do not see myself making a career on YouTube. However, I will try my best to keep doing it for as long as I can. What made you play GPO? I've played One Piece Roblox games for a while now, and GPO is just the newest one. So I decided to try it out, and yeah, I kind of just liked it. I thought it was very well made, definitely above the competition. I remember at this time, the biggest like competitor apart from Blox Fruits was like King Piece, and no, not King Piece. It was Steve's One Piece, and I did not like Steve's One Piece. So that's kind of why I had to go towards GPO, because it was the only real option that was available to me. But yeah, this next question is, what fruit do you want to be added to the game? I want a lot of fruits to be added to the game, but mainly I'm a big fan of the more like different or unique paramecias, like the Kage no Mi, or Big Mom's fruit, the Soul fruit, or just I'm a big fan of paramecias in general, whether it be, you know, the candy fruit, which I think is a paramecia, right? The one that Perish Bearer has. Basically just any sort of paramecia, even down to like the jacket no Mi, or the berry no Mi, not the barrier fruit, the chop fruit, that's what I meant. But yeah, I'm big fan of paramecias, not so much Logias. I love Logias, but they are kind of a little bit like, you know, it's a little bit cliche. It's like, oh, it's just the classic element trope of you become an element, and I much prefer paramecias because they're more like unique. But the next question is, will you continue doing GPO, or will you start to play other games too? I will continue GPO as long as it's around. It gets me views and I really enjoy it. Somebody says, have you watched One Piece? I have watched One Piece the entire way through, and I've read every single chapter out so far. Next person says, what's your main purpose of GPO? I play for fun. It's a game to me. I don't take it too seriously. Unless I was getting involved in like the developer side of things, I'm not too worried about the game. I think it's okay. It's not, you know, it's a good game and I enjoy it, but outside of being a fun game, I don't give it too much attention personally. Like I'm not gonna like, you know, lose sleep over it or let it have too much of a sway in my life and how I feel. Some people get very caught up in GPO, and it like determines their happiness, which I think is a very bad thing to have, because it's a game and it's supposed to be fun and enjoyable, and not, you know, like a chore. Like, you know, when the fun stops, stop, basically. The next thing is, what island do you want to see added to in future updates? So islands, Wano, obviously I love the Japanese style architecture and just in general everything like that. But outside of that, you got Big Mom's like Whole Cake Island, that looks cool too. Zoo, like an actual zoo moving elephant would be awesome. Other islands, there was that Raijin Island, which was like pure lightning. What else? What other key islands are there? I'm trying to think. Dressrosa, obviously. Dressrosa would be a really cool addition. It would be like, I think what I'd like to see is, if they did at Dressrosa, its focus should be the Colosseum. Like there should be some sort of like importance of going to the Colosseum. I think that would be a good idea. I think for the Dressrosa. This next question is, if you could change one thing in GPO, what would it be? I would change. What would I change? I would just add more stuff. Really, I don't think there's too much on my changing list. I mean, there's a few like, actually no, there are a few things I'd change. I would change. Apologies if you hear cars coming by next to the street and it's just too hot to have my window closed, so I apologize for any sound coming through from the street. But future updates. Wait, was it? Oh no, it was if you could change one thing in GPO. I would add more stuff to the community, more like public server events, more like boss raids that are like server wide. Stuff to like bring the community together as opposed to splitting us up. Or just in general, more community events. The next question is, if you're not a YouTuber, what would you do? Well, I'm currently in school, so that's probably what I'd do. I would keep going to school, keep focusing on school, and maybe get a part-time job, probably. Because this is basically my part-time job for now. I'd probably use my time more constructively. If I wasn't a YouTuber, I'd spend a lot more hours. Just, I guess, just hanging around and actually learning stuff. Like, I could definitely invest more time into dev work. I learned Blender over the summer, but I would love to pursue that further. I just haven't got the time, so I'll probably learn to dev if I didn't do YouTube. Do you think Wano should be a large island like Alabasta? I think Wano should be, yeah, as big, if not bigger than Alabasta. It should be huge. If you could have one fighting style, what one would you add in GPO? I would add probably Dragon Claw. That's already coming, but probably Dragon Claw. Or alternatively, I wouldn't mind adding like some sort of, what's that one? Like, what's the one on at Dressrosa? There's so many fighting styles in Dressrosa. I forget what they're called. The one with the head. Or I might just do Jiao Kendo. Is that what it's called? The one, there's two. There's the one with the guy with the giant spiked head, and there's the one with the other one. The guy who's like I can't remember his name. I don't remember his name. But what is his? I forget his name. It basically, I would just add all the Dressrosa fighting styles. Who's your favorite Yonko in One Piece? Shanks. What sort of shows do you watch? A lot of anime. Probably too much anime. Yeah, just lots of anime. Were you planning on being a YouTuber? Ooh. Wasn't planning. I guess I was, because I was working on making videos, but the second part of this question is a little bit wrong. It says, if not, then what were you originally going to do as a profession? This is not my profession. I'm not making enough money off of YouTube to make it my profession. It's also not that stable, so I can't make it a job. It's not viable yet. So if you're asking what I would do part-time, probably work in a store like down the road, like Tesco or something. Yeah, I'm here instead. I'm in school. I'm going to school for like stuff. So I'm like, I have some prospects, but yeah, I was planning on doing YouTube. Do you want to play GPO with me? Sadly, I would love to, but I don't have time at all. My school days are super busy, so I have no time, which kind of sucks. Yeah. All right, the next question is, how long do you play games daily? About an hour daily on school days and about 3 hours on the weekend usually. So, what do you do outside YouTube and GPO? I work out a lot when I get a chance. Big fan of philosophy. I watch a lot of podcast style content, like, you know, Joe Rogan podcast, mainly. While I work out, obviously, watch a lot of anime. I learnt Blender, so I do a bit of like dev work on the side just to practice. I'm not very good, but I'm learning. And then other than that, just schoolwork. Lots and lots of schoolwork. What are your thoughts on Pika? More specific, how OP it is? I think Pika's great. What kind of weapon do you want to be added? Kaido's Kanabo, Shank's sword, some sort of spear. Maybe Big Mum's Napoleon. Dials, that kind of stuff. Do you like Mera? I like Mera because it's awesome. It's great fruit. Favorite mountain? What's the big one? called? I know the Alps are a mountain, but I'm thinking, what is the mountain called? I forget his name. The tallest one. I don't know his name. What's your height? 5'10" or 5'11", I think. Who's your favorite One Piece character? Usopp. Wait, maybe Gaimon, but Usopp mainly. I love Usopp. Why did you start making videos? Somebody told me it was a developer told me if you're going to play games, you might as well make something with it. So I decided to make YouTube videos. Do you see yourself expanding to other games that aren't One Piece? Sure, definitely. Minecraft would be awesome, but I have to get like a viewer base there, so we'll see. Do you have a Roblox YouTuber you look up to? There are a lot of YouTubers in the community who have just been super nice to me. To name a few, you got people like Sly Cug is great, Ags is great, mainly those two. Winter Clouds is awesome. People like that, they're just great to talk to. Lost Suki, those kind of people I look up to a lot because they're driven, they really are passionate about YouTube, and they keep making content that is unique and interesting. But if I had to like put like the key one, it would be Ags. I've been following Ags' channel for a while, and there were times when like I was thinking of quitting YouTube, or I didn't think I was going to do well on YouTube, and Ags would be like, "Hey, you're doing this well. Keep doing this." I'm like, "Oh, great, thanks." And I feel like that having that kind of friendship. I know it's a bit cheesy because it is over the internet, but I do consider Ags to be a friend. So had that kind of key friendship where people support each other is great, and it's key for motivating me to keep making content. How often do you work out and how long? I work out every single day for like, depending on the day, normally like between half an hour and an hour and a half between that. It depends what kind of workout I'm doing, but will you ever use a fruit that isn't mirror? Nope. What keeps you awake at night? What are you fearful in your life? Fearful in my life of achieving nothing and becoming a loser, I guess. I hate using that word, but I'm just worried that I'm never going to be anything. I'll never make anything of myself, and I'll always be skillless and talentless and a waste. But that's like dark. So what keeps you going? What keeps me going is, I don't even know. I wake up every day, I'm just like, why? Why am I doing this? But I am, so yeah. And I have school, and it's so draining. I've thought about quitting everything a lot. Do you think about quitting GPO? I think about quitting everything. Would you switch fruits? Nope. What fruit do you really want to see? Kage no Mi, or Venom, or Paw, those kind of fruits. Why did you start doing YouTube? Because someone told me to, and I was like, that's a good idea. But no, really, I think if you're gonna make videos, you might as well be creative. Sorry, if you're gonna play games, you might as well be creative and create some sort of content, whether it be artwork, developing the game, building a community, that kind of stuff. Just create something from a game, so it's not just the game. Because if it's just the game, it can be a little bit boring sometimes. How old are you? I am 17 years old. What got you into GPO? What's your first fruit at GPO? Suke and then Barry. But I never ate either of them. What do you think about the GPO community? I think it's great to an extent. There are bad parts and good parts. Do you take YouTubing seriously? Sorry, do you take YouTube as a part-time job? I do consider YouTube a part-time job only because I haven't got any alternative right now. Like most of my income comes from YouTube. Sorry, all of my income comes from YouTube. But I'm also in full-time education. I go to school 5 times a week, so it's like a little bit tough trying to find time to do both. But I'd love to keep doing it if I can. Why do you like Mera so much? I think it's a good fruit. Do you know who Candace is? Nope. What are your likes and dislikes about Bit 4? I like Alabaster. It's really well made. I like the new Kraken boss. I think the new drops are cool. The new NPC mechanic is really nice. But what's update? Actually, I'm going to save this question for my review later this week on the entire update, so keep an eye out for What questions do we have here? Do you play Project Star? I have a video on Project Star from a while back, but I might revisit it soon after I get involved in GPO. What do you think about the GPO update? I'll talk about the GPO update in a in my review video later on in like a few days. What do you recommend to a new YouTuber / small YouTuber of games like GPO to grow your channel? The biggest advice and the most important advice I can give you is go on YouTube and find the channels that are doing well, making the content you want to make. See what they're doing. Try and understand why their videos are getting views and emulate it. So like, if their videos are getting views because they have an original idea, try to have an original idea. If the same type of video is doing well again and again and again, that might be a sign maybe you should try that style of video. So that's my advice. Also, consistency, and YouTube is mainly an endurance test. Most channels that die on YouTube die because the person gave up. Almost all of them, actually. So just keep going, don't stop, and just keep trying to improve. Always try to improve. You want to keep improving again and again and again and again. I realize the background footage might not be that entertaining. It literally is just a video. Hold up, that's not right. I'm just gonna skip to like the start. You guys can watch the start again. What else do we have here? What made you start doing GPO videos? I think GPO is a great game and I want to make content. I've already covered most of the questions. Rate Suno on a scale of 1-15, 10. What even? There's a lot of questions here. I didn't realize how many questions there were. Who is your favorite dev? I'm gonna start trying to rush through them because I've been here for 17 minutes and it's getting very hot in my room. And yeah, who's your favorite dev? So far, I love Banir's models, but I also think the Noob is really cool. So, but it's between the Noob and Banir. But also like shout out to like TV Glitch and Corey and Megatron. They're also great devs. Corey's builds are amazing, and TV Glitch's animations are like they are just great, like perfect. That's pretty much every question. The rest of them are just repeats, so I'll just pass up on that. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe to support my channel, and yeah, have a great day, evening, whatever time it is for you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.